Indeed so. Now, over next to historic Anfield, where later today Liverpool and West Ham will be taking the field to the traditional stirring chorus of You'll Never Walk Alone. That's right, for Rodgers it's Hammers time. Rick Kelsey is at the famous ground. Hi, Rick.
Morning, folks. Yeah, welcome to Anfield. You'll never walk alone. Actually, just starting right behind me as we speak. So, West Ham today here at Anfield. They've never won once the whole time that they've been playing in the Premier League, so it's going to be a tough gig for you. I'm just going to give you a little tour of where we are right now. We're actually in the Anfield Village regeneration area. Now, you've probably heard a lot recently about what's going on at Liverpool and how they plan to regenerate and build this new 60,000-seater stadium. Well, these roads here, the club's actually been buying these roads up over the last couple of years, and you can go back 6 roads now where they've all been bought up. They're all blocked up windows now, and it's just deserted streets. This is the centenary stand here where we are, and these roads that back onto it are all going to gradually be knocked down as the new stadium's built. This area behind me where the flag seller is just setting up, I've just asked him, they're £8 if you want one, by the way. These roads here where he's just setting up here, they've all been knocked down. They used to be terrace houses back there. So a massive plan over the next couple of years as they regenerate and rebuild Anfield. So back to today's game. Tough gig for West Ham. We know they can't score many on the road. Also today, they're missing the main player of the season, Ravel Morrison. He's been fantastic for them. He's scored goals. He's their top scorer. He's suspended because he picked up a yellow card against Crystal Palace in the week. Kevin Nolan, well, he always pops up with a few goals. He's not scoring well. And they come to Anfield as they take on Luis Suarez in blistering form. That 40-yard strike, of course, against Norwich in midweek. One of 4 goals that took him to 13 in the league this season. And that's just from 9 games. He had the first month and a half off, didn't he? So let's move on and have a little chat to Mark Leyland, who's Liverpool's first team performance analyst. Mark, good to have you here. You excited about West Ham today?
Yes, of course. We come into the game full of confidence. We come off the back of a great result and a really good run of form recently. We've had a few little blips along the way, but we're playing really well. Coaching staff and players are full of confidence, so really looking forward to the game, yeah.
A couple of quick questions that we've had from fans about Liverpool players. Who is the best trainer?
There's so many good players at the club. You talk about Steven Gerrard, but there's one that stands out for me. Philippe Coutinho is a special talent on the training pitch. His feet are so quick and his speed of thought are so quick. He's a brilliant player to watch. Fantastic player.
Who eats the most? One question.
There's a few competitors for that one. There's a few big boys in our team. Simon Mignolet is a big boy. But I think the winner of that one would be one of the sports scientists called Paddy. I think it's like his last dinner every day. He eats the most, definitely.
Top stuff. Mark Leyland, Liverpool's first team performance analyst. Thanks for joining us here. So it should be a cracking game today. One thing I would say, though, is it's going to be tricky for West Ham. They might not let the goals in, but they don't score too many as well. Luis Suarez could be in for another feast.
Wow. Many thanks, Rick. That was a very illuminating report. Fascinating stuff.
Can I have that man's job? First team performance analyst.
I don't know.
I mean, the other week, that's brilliant. Brilliant. Well done. Oh, that was rubbish. Oh, that was good. Well, yeah, great job.
Performance analyst. Seriously, what do we think? I mean, that would involve looking at the statistics and the numbers from the game and working out where players are and how they perform, how much ground they've covered, their fitness levels, that kind of
There's
thing.
There's a thing called Prozone as well, you know, where you just map how far players have run in the pitch and how they've run and the sort of runs that they've made. So that's what he'd be doing, and then you take all that, collate that, and then see what their recovery needs to be and see what their dietary needs are, how they refuel. And so it is a massive job. And I was just taking the mickey there, but it's a really important job. I couldn't afford to have them when I managed it at lots of clubs, but that just shows how far football's gone.
It certainly has.
Southampton have got very advanced ones. They had their own mattresses.
Do they?
At the weekend, yeah, they took their own mattresses to the hotel when they were playing. Sleep on, to bounce on, just for fun.
Yeah, just to clear that one up. But I wonder what the first team analysis performance man thing would have said about Luis Suarez's performance midweek against Norwich.
100 out of 100. It was the most amazing performance, and you know I mean, the first goal, I mean, it always happens against Norwich, doesn't it? I mean, it's usually from the halfway line against Norwich. I mean, this you thought, well, it's not going to get any better than that. But he comes up with a lovely finish, left foot. That's a great striker's goal. But this was the best one, I think. Technically, the defender doesn't get close to him because he's frightened of him. Another strike, he goes and closes him down because he's not